Uncle Bud, God rest his soul, was always trying to get out west. Revive forgotten times and old folklore. One night at the bottom of a bottle, he found something worth dying for, and built his own Colorado on a peaceful, distant shore. I bet you're probably thinking, there's no way this could be true, and some Bible-thumping Christians would concur. And even though I wasn't in that room, I know God's love has never failed, and Colorado can take your breath away, I've heard. Hey Diane, if they could see him now, oh, they'd understand things are seldom what they seem. Did the bottle kill him, or did it set him free? No, I don't believe that he died alone on his rocky mountain high. Oh, as he built his Colorado in some sweet by and by. The next time that I see him, no, he won't look the same. Maybe then we'll know just what God's love can do. And all those doubting believers, they'll have a smile upon their face. Oh, as his Colorado takes even their breath away. All right, Danny, let's do that chorus. Go ahead. Oh yeah, we're in the country tonight. No, I don't believe that he died alone on his rocky mountain high. Oh, as he built his Colorado in some sweet by and by. Hey Geraldine, as his spirit moves on the winds that blow, you can hear him say, don't cry. Hey Calvin, I made it to Colorado. Tell Linda I'm all right. Hey Roger Jenkins, good to see you, bud. Yeah, his Colorado on the countryside of the cross CD. That's good stuff there. Now, we didn't rehearse or nothing.
No, I think that's the first time I played.
That's the first time you ever played. Just pure old raw talent. And
raw
Danny,
something.
Yeah, Danny Joines. You've seen him in our videos. Matter of fact, the graphic we put up early this morning announcing tonight that he was going to be here with us. He's actually in the Grandpa Was Just Like That video. You're going to find him in a lot of videos. He's in one coming up that he probably should win an Academy Award for. He just did some good stuff. He said, well, he was going through a little rough patch in his life, and I thought about that old country song. All he needed to do was just act naturally.
Act naturally.
And he made a good homeless guy. As you know, we're down on Music Road, not too far from what we call Naked Circle. which is the place where for some reason they decided to put a statue of a bunch of naked people. I don't
Go
know.
figure.
I don't know what that. Welcome to Nashville. But anyway, we're just going to lay back and have a good time. Hey, share it to you folks. Let them know, your friends that were on. Hey, Stella, I believe that was who that was. I'm seeing a little bit. Vicky, good to see you. Betty Kaufman, of course. Kana, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Hope everything's going good.
Don't know who's watching at the big CCM, but do a big shout out there. And also, Sunday's Kind of Country's simulcasting with us.
We just all over the place. You can get us. That's right. You can find us. Let's see who we got here. Jack, Phyllis, Donna. Yep, I'm doing pretty good. I'm kind of guessing. Randy, good to see you. Anyway, let's pick it up a notch here. Maybe we'll do something in G. Yeah. Well, some glad morning when this life is over, fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. Oh, I'll fly away. Oh, I'm gonna fly away. Oh, and when I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. And there's just a few more happy days, and then you and I'll fly away. Going to that land where joy shall never end. I'm gonna fly away. Oh, now fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away. Oh, when I die, hallelujah, by and by. Hey, Joy, I'll fly away. Take it away, Danny. Oh, and when the shadows of this life are gone, I'm gonna fly away. Hey, Irene, just like that bird from prison bars is flown, I'll fly away. Oh, and I'm gonna fly away. I'm gonna fly away. Oh, I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Oh, I'm gonna fly away. Yeah. Oh man, hey Sandra, how you doing? You know it's good to have some live music. We like to break it up, and we're doing it tonight. And I can do this. I can do this longer than Facebook will let us.
Got anything? Drink anything?
Doing good.
I think we're doing good. I got all coffeeed up, and so I'm in pretty good shape here. You know, Saturday night on Music Row is kind of like Friday night, Thursday night, Wednesday night. It's just hopping all around here. I'm telling you, it's amazing. The activity that goes on right down here on Music Row. And so for us to kind of get off in the studio and get a little corner and kind of encapsulate this stuff right here and give you some good Christian country, some good positive message music is pretty awesome. And you know, I know the world doesn't know what all's going on yet, but we're making sure you're getting a piece of it right here, and hopefully you'll tell your friends, and we'll keep this Facebook Live going, and we'll have some good stuff. I want to remind you about our products. We've got, of course, our seed pack, our Mission Country seed pack, which now has every CD that I have. There's 7 CDs. There's actually, I believe, 84, 85 songs now, and they're all original, nothing repeated. And it's a call-in special only. It's 615-601-8255. 8361, and you can see it right over my shoulder if you look. It's right on the sign, and it's also it's on the monitor here and there.
Tell my people to listen to you.
Oh, okay. Anyway, or you can go to MikeManuel.com and you can order any of that stuff. You just get a better deal on the seed pack when you order it over the phone. Anyway, phone in heaven, and I guess we better do that because if we don't, they're going to bombard us with requests. Hey, Sarah, Little John, how are you doing? Good to see you. Steve, good to see you. Thank you for sharing. Let's see. Aline, I believe I got that right. If I don't have these names right, I guarantee you my family that are watching will be cracking up because they'll say, boy, he didn't even get close to that name. Linda, Shoemaker. But we just appreciate you guys coming on. Hey, Carol Keene, I can recognize your name.
If they're cracking up about that, Mike, they'll be having a heyday with me here.
Oh, man. Family, they just know you so well, and I might be able to disguise some of my errors to the general public, but not to family. Boy, they can read you like a book. They know what's going on. Hey, Cynthia, good to see you. Who's that? Donna Shields, yeah. Martha J. Campbell. Oh, I'm even surprising myself. If I'm getting anywhere close to right here, I'm doing pretty good. I got me a magnifying sheet that I have mounted. And I'm going to try to put it in there where I can see those names.
Well, maybe I could read it then. I can't see none of that. I see
Elizabeth,
a blur going there.
yeah, good to see you. Billy Baker. Sammy Walker, yeah. Yeah, I don't get all them fine details, but Julie Manuel, did I miss something? See there, that's family. I don't know, you'll have to pay attention to let old Dad know along the way. Let's see, Shirley not us, yeah, of course, right.
Surely not us.
That's amazing. Well, we're going to do a little song here that everybody knows. It's kind of the reason. You know, Robbie's here tonight, and we released Phone in Heaven. We call it Phone in Heaven 1. We used to just call it Phone in Heaven, but we got Phone in Heaven 2, so we have to call it 1 now. And it now has probably getting close to almost 4 million views off of Sunday's Kind of Country.
One does, yeah.
One of them does, yeah. Phone in Heaven 1. Now, accumulatively, on our site and on SKOC, as well as Country Daily, who was kind enough to release it, there are over 12 million social media views on the very first video, Phone in Heaven. Now, the second video, and what's funny, that was Mother's Day before last, so what are we talking about? 14, 15 months ago?
Absolutely.
That's what it took for that to get to 12 million. But we have Phone in Heaven 2 that we released after Mother's Day, which is what are we 3 months yet?
It'll be 3 months on the 27th.
3 months on the 27th, and already we're 16.
Almost 17.
Oh, it's almost 17, and that's just on Sunday's Kind of Country.
Yes.
And we have over 500,000 on our site, and I think the last time I checked there was like 168 on Country Daily, so people know about Phone in Heaven.
If any of our record label friends are watching tonight, you should take this guy doing Phone in Heaven and release it.
Well,
I mean, 16 million views in 3 months. Some of their main stars don't have that.
well,
That's right.
Just to say.
I'm not turning anything down at this time, but hey, we're glad if you are watching. Thank you. Thank you for the Sunday's Kind of Country listeners, as well as the big CCN listeners. And we're going to do Phone in Heaven right now. It's an A, I believe, if I got it right there, Dan. Well, good morning, Jesus. Yes, it's me again. But I didn't call this time to get forgiveness for all those sins. No, I called to talk to Mama. Oh, and I know she's there with you. And if there's a phone up in heaven, then Jesus put me through and give me one more chance to tell her that I love her. Hey, Faith, Angie, oh, and let me hear her sweet voice one more time. For I want her to know just how much I think of her. Oh, and if there's a phone up in heaven, put my mama on the line. All those things I should have told her while I still had the chance. Oh, but one day, Lord, you took her with no warning in advance. Oh, and I'm begging now, please give me one last opportunity. Oh, and if there's a phone up in heaven, let my mama talk to me. Play it, Danny. You know, we love all the mamas out there. We honor all those that are past and present. Hey, Carolyn. Oh, just nothing like a heart. We're putting the sea in country tonight, folks. Thomas Rawson. All right now. Oh, and give me one more chance to tell her that I love her. Oh, and let me hear her sweet voice one more time. For I want her to know just how much I think of her. Oh, and if there's a phone up in heaven, put my mama on the line. Oh, and if there's a phone up in heaven, put my mama on the line. Oh, hey, I love you, Mama. I hope my mama's listening tonight. I love you, Mom. And, you know, we've been up here in Nashville for over a month now, I believe, if I got this right. If you hear some squeaking, it's the stage boards. I have failed. I've been notified by Tish that I need to get those things fixed because that squeaking is bothering her. And it's kind of bothering me too. Hey, Carolyn, good to see you. Let's see who else there. Sherry, you know, Irene comes on here. She's from Ireland. She's a faithful watcher. There she is, Irene Harwood. I believe, Irene, aren't you the one that came and visited your son here in the States, and while you were here you got some products and then took them back with you, and then you found out you need to that'll give you a reason to come visit again so you can get some more products. Hey, Michelle, good to see you on here too tonight. Michelle is one of those people that just likes to say hi, and then she gets through and she likes to say hi again. And then she'll say hi again. She's a friendly little lady, I'll tell you right now. Who else we got there? Oh my goodness, I got a peek on that one. Anyway, I love you too, Irene. I missed that one, I'm sorry. So, the big CCN listeners, you need to say anything?
Well, I hope you're having a good time. Like picking here with Mike Manuel. I'd like to say to my mom, if she's watching, that I love you as well.
Oh, that's right.
They're probably having church tonight. I think they're in the tent revival, but. And then
they still have them?
They still have them, man. They still, or at least my people do.
Wow, tent revivals. You know, when I think about tent revivals, I think about the last one that I was anywhere close to. And there was this big, I say big guy, big fat guy that was the preacher. They always got him to come do that week-long revival. And the thing I remember about him is he carried around a six-pack. You remember those six-pack got that plastic rings, you know, they hold them all together? A six-pack of Diet Dr. Pepper, and they were hot. And he carried them around and drank those hot Diet Dr. Peppers at a tent revival. I think that's why I'm not crazy about tent revivals. The air conditioning's not too good, and I kind of like to be cool when I'm anywhere.
We're spoiled now, anyway.
Yes, we are. Leon Rawson, I believe I already got you. Hey, Kenny, did I see somebody saying hi to you? Is that Kenny Newport? Good to see you. Kenny's what we call a super fan. He's just really a part of what we do, and he's from East Tennessee, and he gets on there and helps us so much. I don't see Phil yet, but most of the time Phil's on here. If he ain't flirting with the women, then he's working trying to get people on. So we have to kind of watch Phil there. You know, he's an interesting little guy. We call him Uncle Phil. Sherry, Ireland. Yeah, that's good. Well, let's see what else is going on here. You know, we had an interview the other day. A lot of you seen it on the Sunday's Kind of Country Facebook page as well as we did. And, man, I'm still kind of, I was bragging on Robbie, the host of Sunday's Kind of Country Radio and TV, and I was telling him just tonight how good he is as an interviewer. Because, you know, an interview is when somebody knows a little bit about you and they prepare and then they ask the right questions that get down deep inside and make you think and answer them. And man, I'm still feasting off that interview. You never thought you'd have so much fun at our interview, but it's kind of like he asked me some questions, and it kind of came down to why do I write the songs I write, and why do I sing the style of music. And when he I don't remember, he asked the question beautifully.
Why do you think you're so good at it?
Why do I think I'm so good at it? And that's I don't want to get my halo messed up here, you know.
Now, what I said was, why do you think you're so good at it? Because obviously you're here doing it for a reason.
Yeah, okay.
Remember?
And I remember, I don't think I hesitated much when I answered it because it's not something that I'm trying to do or that I'm working toward doing. It's who I am. And, you know, we were just talking about this before the show tonight, how important it is to be real, and that's what music is missing today. You know, we do the country genre, and we don't back up from that. That's what we are, and you probably wouldn't want to hear me doing anything else because that's not who I am. But being real in any genre that you're at. You know, I was thinking about, we were talking about Johnny Cash, you know, the late Johnny Cash, the late great Johnny Cash, and he was respected and admired by rock and roll people, by all genres of people that did completely different music. But the thing they liked about Johnny was that he just was who he was. He was real. He wasn't trying to be Johnny Cash. He was Johnny Cash. And so my answer to Robbie, of course, was that that's just what I do. That's who I am. And my goal is always to touch people. And it does start with a song. And that's another thing. We could talk about all the stuff we've talked about, Danny, but it's like, you know, there's a lot of great singers. There's a lot of great talent in this town. And there's a lot of people we know, and really, all they need is a song.
Right.
They need a good song, and I'd be happy to write you one. but you can't play around with it. If you're going to sing mine, I want you to do something with it, and then that's for all the mainstream people, of course. Oh, I'm talking big tonight, but you know what?
Well, the thing is, real quickly before they get back to singing, is we at radio have to have the best possible songs that we can have, tracked, vocal, everything to play, so you enjoy it and you stay. And that's what you do so well.
Yeah, so you don't turn the dial, so you don't flip the channel, and you hang with it.
You know, and you've got all three facets here as far as radio and writing and singing, and Danny does a lot of TV and radio production as well. And so we're coming after you, and we're going to give you the best things possible that we can, and you're going to love it.
Hey, while you're up here, I know you want to talk. That's a nice T-shirt you got on.
Thank you. I was going to say, here you go. Look at here, folks. See, you can get it in bigger sizes.
You can. Special order.
Special order.
But anyway, while you're up here, would you just let our people know? I know your people are probably real calm. They know about it, but would you let our people know about the TV markets that your show is in?
We're in Texas.
You're playing my videos on?
We're playing your videos. We're in San Angelo. We're in Amarillo. We're in Bryan College Station. We're in Tyler Longview. We're in Waco, Texas, and we're in Beaumont, Port Arthur, Orange, and Livingston as well.
Wow.
And
that's close to my hometown.
That is close to your hometown. Yeah. We're I remember all the affiliates, but we're on ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox affiliates in those markets. I can tell you that being here in Nashville, we are talking to some of the people that are here in Nashville that maybe before the end of the year we're going to end up on a station of national implication.
Right.
We're trying.
Yeah.
And if we do, your videos get played all over the country.
Now, would you just skip across the country with your radio affiliates and just kind of let them know a few of them in case some of them are?
Well, we're in 44 radio affiliates, and we are from coast to coast because we are in Eureka, California, and we're in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and 42 other points in between. Our biggest market, Carolyn Stark West, I believe, was one of your fans. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma is our biggest market.
96.1.
96.1. KXXY.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City,
Tell them
Oklahoma.
some of that, because I'm telling you, there's folks here that.
Well, Crossville, Tennessee. I mean, it took us 4 years to get on there, and we got on there, and they're one of our best stories. Kicker 95.1, the original station where we started this whole thing.
Yeah.
Is in Beaumont, Texas.
Yep.
I mean, we're in Kicks 105 in Lufkin, Texas. I mean, we're all over, and we feel very blessed that we are. And we've been playing Mike's music for 20 years.
Yeah.
Ever since we met, basically.
And there's people that comment and leave comments from me, and they say, "Why have we never heard you?" Well, it's simple, folks. You're not listening to the right station.
Well,
you gotta hear Sunday's Kind of Country.
Well, we're only playing on Sundays, and God, you people that are watching, and I know y'all are here to hear them sing, and they're going to.
Yeah.
But y'all need to kind of know a little bit of our world. We've been talking about this for 20 years.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought 2 years ago we would find this audience on Facebook?
Exactly.
And now here it is.
Yep.
And they're out there, and y'all need to help us spread the word. Y'all need to call stations if you're watching and we're not in your market. We're only on Sundays right now. We're trying to get it to where we're going to be playing during the week, and you just keep listening to Mike. He'll let you know that could happen in the next 3 or 4 months.
That's right. And as we go along, I got the list one time. I just haven't had time.
That's okay.
But we're going to compile it and make it accessible to all these listeners so that they can do just what you're asking. All the stations.
And for everybody watching on all three outlets, make sure you go over to Danny's Big CCN, because Danny goes out and covers. I go with him sometimes, and we're covering events all around from Pigeon Forge here. There's always stuff going on in country. We're in the country music capital of the world. So there's always country music stuff going on.
That's right.
And so Danny covers that with the Big CCN, the Christian Country Music Review. And it's a lot of fun. I know y'all are here to sing. Arcatero. Hey, guys.
Hey, man. How you doing, buddy?
Is that enough?
Yeah.
Because y'all need to sing.
We ought to sing.
We've also got a fan all the way in Dubai that watches religiously on the Big CCN. Jer, if you're watching, Robbie, where might he be able to hear Christian country, the Sunday's Kind of Country?
Well, we've got our own, ccradioranch.com. If people want to go to ccradioranch.com, Danny actually is doing a lot of that program. Mike put that together, And then Mike got busy, and Danny's now doing putting Sonny's Kind of Country in it and making sure that the music plays. It's just running music, but it's the music of Sonny's Kind of Country, and Mike's all in there.
It's good stuff, man.
ccradioranch.com if y'all want to go there. It's up now. They got the app is there. You can download the app. Matter of fact, thank you. I got to pay you next week, Danny, so the app will still be working. They're going to sing for you now.
Thank you, Robbie.
Thanks, Mike.
It's so good to have Robbie and Danny as well over here tonight. And so, without any, as they say, further ado, whatever that means. We repeat a lot of things in life, and I wonder what they mean sometimes. But here's a song that is pretty cool. And let me get this cape off. We'll do this in D. You'll notice I do. You already know I do a lot of stuff in D. All right, we're going to get down a little bit with the title cut from the Countryside of the Cross. Well, you're never going to find me in a three-piece suit, judging and condemning the folks in the pew. Religion never did what grace can do for the law. And this guitar I play makes a fine pulpit. I can sing you a sermon you'll never forget, and I do it all from the countryside of the cross, yeah. Oh, now the countryside of the cross is where I come from. Just a little west of Calvary, that place where grace was born. It's real good news music coming to you outside of the bar. So come on, you'll see all your debts are nailed to the tree. There's still a whole lot of room at the countryside of the cross. I thank God for Twitty, Haggard, and Jones. I learned a lot from their country songs. Drinking, cheating, and love all come with a cost. So I write about life and baptizing in faith, and some peace and joy and amazing grace. Give the devil a fit from the countryside of the cross. Yeah, the countryside of the cross is where I come from. Just a little west of Calvary, that place where grace was born. Real good news music coming to you outside of the bar. So come on, you see, all your debts are nailed to the tree. There's still a whole lot of room at the countryside of the cross. Take it away there, Danny. Just give me 3 minutes and I'll tell you all you need to know. 'Cause I won't try to be something I'm not. It's in my soul. Not gonna waste your time, mess you around, preach about your rights and wrongs. Come on, see, all your debts are nailed to the tree. There's still a whole lot of room at the countryside. There's still a whole lot of room at the countryside of the cross. Yeah, countryside of the cross like you've never heard it before with some live harp there.
And all of this new stuff I have never played, so
I'll tell you,
I'm just hanging on.
This guy's doing a great job. Don't sound like he's no amateur to me. I can't tell what that is. I think she's clapping. I think that's a line of clap. It kind of looked like one of them caution
Are they
signs.
clapping because we're done? Or
No. That's Irene. That's from Ireland. Yes, sir. Tish, I see she's on there. Oh, we got the, and folks, they just posted the number and the website there, pinned it on there, so it's at the bottom of the screen. If you're trying to remember those numbers and website, there you go.
They're asking for Danny's too.
website. The website is bigccn.com, and the Facebook page is actually facebook.com/CCMS for Christian Country Music Scene.
Oh, I think we'll go G now. How about y'all let us do a little chorus here, and you know, there's only a few choruses that I even like to sing. I don't like them mully grub choruses. I like the ones that, you know, say something and have something meaningful. On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross, where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners was slain. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I'm gonna cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. To the old rugged cross I will ever be true. All its shame and reproach I'll gladly bear. Oh, till He calls me away to that home far away, where His glory forever I'm gonna share. So I'm gonna cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. Yeah. You know those old, I'm not particularly crazy about hymns, as you probably, I'll say this all the time, but there's so many people out there that have memories of their family tied to those hymns. And it's like you open up a gate of good times when you sing them. And that's why I do it for you guys, because it's, well, it's just cool. It's cool. Well, let's see what we got here. We're having too much fun. I bet you the time's just buzzing by.
When you lose the blues.
When you lose the blues, now I got to remember what key that's in. Do anybody remember?
Sorry, guys, I just had to get a swig of that water.
Yeah, you got to have some water. We're going to do it in D no matter what key. If you want to hear the blues, I can't help you. I don't know how to sing the blues no more. And if you're thinking that a sad song just might inspire and there'll be no inspiration from that old world. It's so hard to sing the blues when you got everything a man could want. Oh, like a family and a home and the Lord above. I know it sounds too good to be true. Oh, but it's not, 'cause I'm living through. It's a feeling like brand new when you lose the blues. I'm going to talk a little bit right here, Danny. Just stay with me. You know, when I wrote this song, I was thinking, if I can write a song that has family, America, and God in it, maybe I can pitch it to one of them big guys, somebody like old Alan Jackson, George Strait, somebody. And I'll make me a bunch of money to pay for all the things I want to do. And that was kind of my goal. And then I fooled around and wrote this second verse, because you got to give credit where credit is due. If you ask me what it was, oh, that changed the color of my old world and washed all my blues away, then I'm gonna tell you how a carpenter, he took some red blood, oh, and he painted me with his mercy till he covered all my shame. Now it's so hard to sing the blues when you got everything that a man could want. Oh, like a family and a home, oh, and the Lord up above. I know it sounds too good to be true. Oh, but it's not, 'cause I'm living through. It's a feeling like brand new when you lose the blues. A feeling like brand new when you lose the blues. Yeah. Woo! Sounds bluesy around here, but we ain't got no blues. We feeling good. Hey, Shirley. Here's what I always say about the grace of God, and you can pipe in if you want to. God's grace is His grace. It's not yours. He can give it to you. He can share it with you, but it's His grace. And isn't it funny how religion through the years have negotiated what it is, what it takes to get it, what it takes to keep it, how you got to act, and all of that. But all the time, the grace of God is not our grace. It's His grace. And I like to say that His grace is non-negotiable. And somebody says, well, y'all believe that hyper grace, and some people call it greasy grace. No, wait just a minute. Once again, you're trying to make it your grace. It's His grace. And don't you think that if it's His grace, it's hyper. It's super duper. I mean, it is top of the line. It don't get no better grace.
And I like to go to the Greek. I like to go to the Greek to look at them, and not to belittle grace, because grace is absolutely awesome. But when you go to the Greek and look at that word grace as it's used, the actual definition is favor. So when you start thinking about favor, and you've got your favorite in this and your favorite in that,
I like that.
And man, it don't matter what that favorite, whatever it is, does. You don't care. That's your favorite.
That's right. That's right.
And you've given them that favor. So you've given, and that's not to make room for sin or any of that.
No.
But when you look at it as favor, yes, grace, but when you take into account what favor means,
Yeah.
to me, that really changes the picture.
That puts a whole new light on it. And it just strengthens what we're talking about.
Yes.
Favor, once again, that's God's favor.
Right.
That's not what you think of me or what I
Exactly.
think of you. That's what He thinks of all of us. And it's pretty cool to know that we are favored by Him. And that's probably why I like that, Dan. That's really, I didn't know we had a Greek scholar here on the show.
I wouldn't go that far.
But, we've had a lot of conversations, Danny and I, and because we're on a journey to come out of a lot of stereotypes of what people say God is. When I was raised, they would quote that scripture, come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. It's in Jesus saying that in Matthew. Take my yoke upon you, learn of me, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. They use that scripture, but that's not the Jesus they preach to me. They preach the Jesus that has the whip that's about 20 foot long and He knows how to use it. Mm-hmm. And when you stepped out of bounds, kapow, there you were. And it wasn't until I started personally reading and studying for myself and letting the Spirit of God is a spirit, and letting that Spirit clear stuff up for me. And I found out that instead of seeking for new revelation, what I need to do is get rid of the old junk, and the new stuff, the favor of God, would pour in. And it's like, because that's the favorite saying that everybody says when they defend their stance on what they call grace. But the truth is, when you have His favor and you realize it and you really know who you are, that you're one of His kids, then all of a sudden you realize how privileged that you are, and it puts you in a position to where you don't have to go out and try to prove yourself or find yourself and all of that. You know who you are. You're a child of the King, and you know that everything's going to be all right. And so there's no need to go out and try. Somebody told me one time, says, well, if you preach that, people just go out and do everything they want to. And I thought to myself, well, how do you know? Right. Nobody's ever preached it. How do you know what the results of it would be? And I can tell you God's favor, His grace is awesome. And it's really just, I don't want to make it too simple, but it's really knowing who He is and who you are in relation to that. If you know who you are, then you don't back up to anything. You just know it's going to be all right. Somebody was worried about me one time. They thought I was dabbling in stuff that I was going to get in trouble. And I thought to myself, well, I'm not knowingly doing anything that I think is wrong. And so if I get in trouble and I wind up in a place that I don't want to be, then I'll just minister from that place, because my steps are ordered and I know I have the favor of God in my life, and so it's going to be all right. I didn't mean to preach on this show, but I'm telling you, you need to know who you are. And I'm not mad at churches, and I'm not mad at preachers, and I'm not mad at pastors, and I'm not mad at any of those people. But I feel a strong urge to share the freedom of knowing who you are, and to fight against, knowledge is where we're missing. You've got to have knowledge of who you are. Once you know who you are, it doesn't matter. Because you know who you are, and you're going to walk in that.
Right. That message is not going to make you live loose, as some people say. Mm-hmm. It's going to make, when you know who you are, you're going to live closer to God, So it's going to do right the opposite of what they say when you speak that, It's going to do right the opposite, because you have been relieved of the burden of having to prove it. Yeah. You just start living it,
Because isn't that what everybody goes, instead of leaning on God's favor, His grace, they're leaning on their works, on their righteous works. And you will always fail with what you're able to do. And God already knew that. So He made provision. He said, I'm just going to love them anyway. And he did, and he does. And so, well, we're winding down here. I see they start to put the old clock up there to let us know we're getting close. We better sing another one here. Man, we've had a time here. I just feel like that the rebroadcast on this is going to be awesome. That's what I feel like. I feel like people are going to watch this and get something from it. Hey, Mary Sue, good to see you. And maybe we better sing something. Let's do Granny's song, and let's do it in D since we've done everything else.
Okay.
All right, here we go, folks. She didn't own a home, never drove a car, but if you knew her, she lived for treasures that money cannot buy. In a two-room flat, their own borrowed ground, family and friends came from miles around to share a cup of coffee and one of those fried pies. Oh, what I would give to hear her sing, "Could you run me to town today? And if you have time when you stop by, I'll fix you something to eat." Oh, we could learn if we tried the secret of her simple life, the love of God and the love of family. She'd work a miracle with just a few things, and she'd spread a feast fit for a king. And I remember she always said, "This ain't gonna be no panic." But I sat by her bed those last few days, held her hand, and I heard her say, "Son, you're beautiful, I love you, there's no doubt." Oh, but what I would give to hear her say, "Could you run me to town today? And if you have time when you stop by, I'll fix you something to eat." Oh, we could learn if we tried the secret of her simple life. It was the love of God and the love of family. Now she looks down from the happy side of forever, while we look through all the questions and the pain, and through our tears we hear her voice asking us to make the right choice and not let foolish pride stand in our way. Oh, but what I'll give to hear her say, "Could you run me to town today? And if you have time when you stop by, I'll fix you something to eat." Oh, we could learn if we tried the secret of her simple life. It was the love of God and the love of family.